Well, Attorney General Kris calls this one of the most significant scandals in our state's history. She claims there have been 41 convictions and 140 indictments related to fraud in Arizona's Medicaid program since 2023. One of those criminals is Rita Anagho. Mays highlighted her case during a press conference today. Anagho was a nurse practitioner before she lost her license after targeting Native Americans in a fraud scheme. She pleaded guilty to fraudulent billing of services that were never provided. May says Anagho was operating her own clinic and working in as many as 15 others that deprived legitimate Medicaid beneficiaries of critical resources while exploiting a vulnerable population. This month, she was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison.
This fraud was allowed to metastasize largely because the people in charge prior to 2023 were asleep at the wheel. And we have the stats to prove it.
And the stat she's talking about there is a 92% decline in fraud within the last 3 years since 2023. That's all within the American Indian Health Plan. Mays blames former Governor Doug Ducey for letting it get so out of hand under his watch and calls the scandal a stunning failure of government. Mays credits her office for getting this under control by ramping up prosecutions through undercover operations and infiltrating criminal networks.
Michaela, how many providers are involved in this overall fraud scheme?
Well, it's a widespread problem, but there are still legitimate sober living facilities offering treatment. Since 2023, May says Access has suspended payments to about 100 Medicaid providers after credible fraud allegations. Of the 140 people and businesses already indicted, 89 have either pleaded guilty, been sentenced, or reached a court-approved settlement favorable to the state. But her office is not done. They're going after more criminals, and they're working with Access to put guardrails in place to prevent this from continuing.
The amount of money is staggering. Wow. Michaela, thank you.